Everybody loves Jack. I mean, it's Toxic X Eternity. How could you not love the Guitar Wizard? And though, hey, happy Wednesday. Yes, it's true. It is my birthday. Cal called it first. Mario Toy Company as well, and Cade's Arcade. Hello, hello, but not, of course, mention the preceding 3001 Hello, LP. Sorry I can't join in on stream this week. Turns out the time of the stream here is 8 a.m. Got a morning class. Well, good on you, my friend, for respecting your education. Best of luck with your educational endeavors. And as for everyone else who's perhaps not at school right now, since it's later in the day for you, hello again and happy Wednesday. Oh, what a Wednesday it's been. I have in-person class on Wednesdays, and traffic was astounding. It was awful. It was heinous. It was amazing, really, how terrible it was. It was like 2 hours, which was twice as long as it should have been. So to say that I'm ready to be here would be an understatement. Jiminy Christmas. Did you have a good day? Asked Cal and Cade's Arcade. Yes, on the whole, despite the traffic situation, it was a pretty good day. It was nice to get into the classroom and meet one of my instructors for the first time, and I think I'm really going to get along with him well. And we did some like group activity stuff, which was neat, and I was kind of relied upon by several of the other classmates because I have some experience that they perhaps do not. So, with all that said, let me just crank that up ever so slightly so that it actually heard over my booming voice. And I'm going to swap doodle myself over here like this and then flip-flop skadoodle noodle this open. Does that all look right? I think that looks right. So, how long is your normal commute? An hour? Yes, it's true, Cade's Arcade. It should be about an hour. But given that the class is like 9 to 4, it just puts me right into rush hour, whether I'm going there or coming back, and it effectively doubles it. So, oh well, good thing it's only 1 day per week, right? Jiminy Christmas. Anyways, this is what we're doing today. I am going to do a tier list ranking of all of the Let's Plays that I have ever done on the channel. Blow my face up ever so slightly and move it right here so we can kind of get around from the chat, kind of move. I mean, sorry, Mario RPG is kind of hidden down here, but that's fine. Well, Mario RPG, he'll be out there eventually. Jiminy Christmas. Okay, so I guess without further ado, let's dig in. Now, I've never done something like this before, so you might have to forgive me for thinking about it. And obviously talking out loud, since that's just what I do. But, oh, I guess there's no time like the present. So, Pokemon Legends Arceus. Where I hesitate to put it at D. Honestly, that's my first inclination, is to put it at D. But I'm gonna put it at C for now. Could you post an image of it in the Discord after? Sure can. And this is actually shareable. In fact, at the end of this, I'd like to put the link to this in the Discord so that you guys, if you want, could rank yourself. Whether that means you want to rank the Let's Plays or just the game specifically, doesn't matter. But I will supply you with said information. Is this just about the game or your LP of it specifically, asked Cade's Arcade? So, it's about my experience with it. So, how I felt about the game. Okay, now that's not to be taken as like a definitive ranking, this is how good the games are, but just my experience. Like, which experience of these do I look back on the most fondly, I guess, for lack of a better term? Because I can't self-grade the Let's Plays. Like, all of these Let's Plays are perfect. I mean, really, they're just me playing a game, so they're all going to be largely the same as far as how I remember it, because I had a great time with all of them, but there's got to be some sort of ranking, and golly gee williker, I'm going to try it. So, if it's yours, Super Mario 64 gets top tier, says Cade's Arcade. You might be right. We shall see. Next up is Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I had a lot of fun with this one. I had more fun with this than Arceus, though, so I'm going to put it at B. I take your words as factual. Yes, they are law. This will never be disputed ever again. This will be the rankings for the games for all time. That's what I figured. I thought it would be hard to rate that first LP we all did, said Cade's Arcade. It's true. There's a lot of nostalgia behind it. Super Mario Sunshine. Oh, that's S tier. No doubt. I mean, talking about nostalgia, I just, Super Mario Sunshine. Growing up with it, I mean, I was, what, 9, 10 years old when Mario Sunshine came out? Playing it again, obviously, just re-stokes those fires. It's a great game filled with great tunes, so that's up there. Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I'm going to put this one at A tier. Thus far, we've kind of had a nice diversity, S, A, B, and C. Nothing in D yet. Kirby goes in A tier because it was the first mainline 3D co-op Kirby, right? Because the last 3D Kirby, 3D, was Kirby and the Crystal Shards for the N64, and the only two-player modes that had were the minigames. Serena and I had a ton of fun with this. We played it once off of the channel, and then again on the channel. It's a great game. It's a great game, and it barely nudges out Mario Wonder, I should say. Now for Mother. Mother 1, what some people consider to be the worst of all the Mother games. It is the most rudimentary. It is the oldest, having been released in the 80s. Jiminy Christmas, it's one of the few games on here older than I am. In fact, it might be the only game on here older than I am. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Anyways, I don't think it's as bad as people say. That's going to go in B tier for me. Mario Toy Company says, fun fact, Splatoon was built off of the unused multiplayer mode of Super Mario Sunshine. What? That's awesome. I can kind of see how that would be the case given the physics, but that's incredible. Number one. Number two, I'm just glad that they continued on with the project and didn't scrap it all together, instead turning it into its own full-fledged thing. That's freaking awesome. Next up, we have Mario Odyssey. Definitely better than Pokemon Legends. Definitely better than Mother and Mario Wonder. How does it rank with Kirby and the Forgotten Land? I don't know that I can put it a tier above. It stays down here with Kirby. It's a really good game. I thought about the idea of putting that S tier. Not quite there. Really, really good? Yes. S tier? Yeah, not quite yet. Are you arranging them from left to right, where right is like the best of the tier? We're going to go left is best of the tier. Left for LP. So, in fact, with that being said, let me just swap those right there. And yeah, Mother will be slightly worse than Mario Wonder. Thank you for asking that, Cal. Nathan, happy birthday, LP. What good-looking rank list you got there. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. Times two. Kate said, oops, I always thought far right is the worst of it. Well, there you go. There you go. Left is good. Left for LP. Ha! All right, Mother 3 is next. Better than Mother 1, no doubt. Better than Mario Wonder. It's definitely an A tier. Where does it lie? You know, it's better than Mario Odyssey. Get over here. It's better than Mario Odyssey. It has everything that I loved about the original Mother, but more. And indeed, more story as well, which is actually the biggest source of, high ranking for me in Mother 3. It made me cry. I don't know if you guys have watched my Let's Play of it, but in the final episode, I am legitimately crying because it's so gosh darn emotional. It was a challenging episode to record, to say the least. I recorded it on my friend's couch, actually, on his parents' couch. It was great. Mustang Man 1500 C tier for Legends. That would be an A for me. Hey, I appreciate the argument. Also, I don't know if you heard, but I will put a link to this so you can rank all these yourself in the Discord if you so desire. Left is Law. Trafalgar Law. I like that guy. The icon for Odyssey is doing something to my brain. Yeah, it is kind of funky. Some of them are a little funky. I mean, Tony Hawk's is friggin' sideways. We'll see that one in a second. All right, Pikmin 1. Don't even have to think about it. S tier. Not as good as Sunshine. S tier for sure. Are you picking up on a trend here? The GameCube nostalgia might be a little strong with me, but Pikmin 1 is just a fantastic game in and of itself, despite nostalgia. Like, push that aside. Pikmin 1's fantastic for what it did. It's effectively created its own genre, and it's not a genre that many other franchises have been able to replicate. It's been attempted, but the very specific gameplay loop of Pikmin is peerless. Really, it's great. And if Pikmin Pro were here, he'd have my back. I just know it. All emotion in games are rare. That's definitely a good consideration, says Nathan. It's true. It is true. There's only like two or three games, I think, that have actually brought me to tears. Mother 3 is definitely one of them. Since Mother 3 is on NSO only in Japan, if you make a Nintendo account and set it to be from Japan, you can buy it from the Japan eShop and localize Mother 3, says Mario Toy Company. That's as close as we can get. Alternatively, go to Fabi.net and you can get a fan translation. Mario Odyssey is A, says Mustang Man. It is true. I'm here for that. Indeed they are, Nathan Imposter. Yes, Nathan is still kidnapped by Mercurius Maximus. We may never see him again. All right, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. Have a lot of nostalgia for this game. Really do. Like, if I look inside of my heart and the experiences I had with Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, I'd put it up here. But that's not the quality of game it is. It really isn't. In fact, I think it's worse than all of these. It's got to go D. Now, I love it. I love this game. I wouldn't Let's Play a game if I didn't love it. Number one or number two wasn't absolutely certain I would love it. So I love Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, but it's D tier for sure. Especially the N64 version. Don't get me wrong. I pretty much exclusively played Nintendo games growing up. Only had an N64, not a PlayStation 2. But the PS2 version of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 is better. And this is sideways too, so I got to docket points for that. Earthbound. Earthbound, Earthbound, Earthbound. God, that hurts the childhood, even if it's fair, says Cade's Arcade. It's true. The 8-year-old inside of me is screaming and crying. So Earthbound, a lot of people consider the best of the three Mother games. In fact, there are many people who recommend others to play Earthbound first. I'm not one of them. In fact, it's not as good as Mother 3. I don't know if it's good as Odyssey or Kirby either. I don't think it's an A tier, to be honest. It's a B tier. And Mario Wonder's better than it. It's right there next to its predecessor, Mother 1. It's crazy, but I understand the nostalgia, says Cal. That's fair. That and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater Underground, Thug, if you were two of the biggest ones of our childhood. Thug was a lot of fun. I should play Thug again. Used to play as Bam Margera. Golden Sun, the first one. Now, this is going to be something I repeat a lot, but nostalgia, of course, clearly, right? These are games I picked, games I grew up with, a lot of them. You know, it's not... Going RPG to RPG, right? I'm thinking Earthbound, Mother, Golden Sun. Those are all RPGs, party-based, turn-based RPGs. I don't think it's as good as Earthbound, but I do think it's better than Mother 1. I'll put it between the two. Have a little bit of Mother separation. Next up, we have the sequel to Golden Sun, The Lost Age, which is an improvement over Golden Sun, in my opinion. Hugely longer of an adventure as well. Oh, but that's only a good thing. Now, is it better than Earthbound? Is the question. It might be. It might be. If it is better than Earthbound, is it better than Mario Wonder? No, it's not better than Wonder, but it is better than Earthbound. It's better than Earthbound. Man, your tier list is stacked. I need to play more, says Cal. You do need to play more. And frankly, I'm just a kind soul here, too. What is an S tier for me may not be an S tier for you. You'll have to see for yourself. Bosif, Joseph, hello. Happy Wednesday, dude. Next up on the list, we've got Pikmin 4, the third sequel to Pikmin. Fantastic freaking game. It is also S tier. In fact, it's better than Pikmin 1. Now, there are two other Pikmin games that we have not Let's Played on the channel, Pikmin 2 and 3. I've played both of them several times. And I don't think those would be S tier. I think Pikmin 1 and Pikmin 4 are the only two S tier games in the series thus far. But it's fitting, though, that I got a chance to play them both on the channel. So, two Pikmins, one Mario up in S tier. Next up, Princess Peach Showtime. Oh, I got some thoughts on Princess Peach Showtime, but first, Mario Toy Company. Fun fact, Toon Link's name is a Smash Bros. Original since he was never named Toon Link, in his home game. He later got the name Toon Link in Hyrule Warriors, a non-canon game. You're right, he was just Link in Wind Waker, Spirit Tracks, and Phantom Hourglass. Despite his Toon-like nature, that was just what the world looked like. Good call. Bosif Joseph, happy birthday. Thanks, dude. I'm old now. It feels great. Wow, that's surprising. It was very well done, says Cal. It's true. Pikmin 4 was a great successor. In fact, it did everything, in my opinion, Pikmin 1 did correctly and removed a lot of the issues I had with Pikmin 3, which is great. Oh, Brianna says, I thought I had more time. Sorry I missed the beginning. No worries. Welcome in. Welcome in. We're just some amount of the way through. You see it there. We've got some different tiers associated right now. Fun fact, Pikmin was built off of Super Mario 128, which was a tech demo built off of the canceled Super Mario 64 2. I did know that. Yes, they had the Mario asset, and they wanted to see how many of them they could get on a screen at any one time. And they ended up making those little mini Marios into Pikmin. It's fascinating. I love it. The exotic mango, hello, and now I'm craving fruit. I thought I smelt a mango in here. Jiminy Christmas, and that's a coincidence because today's my friend's birthday, says Joseph. Well, happy birthday to your friend. It's a great day to have a birthday. LP, your comment on Discord was too funny. The comment about the coins, it's a good technique. I thought for certain that's what you were doing. You were just exchanging for loonies. Next up, Princess Peach Showtime. So, let me preface this by saying I enjoyed this game. I really wanted this game to be made. You know me, I love princesses, and I have been hoping for more princesses as, you know, the main character in their games. We're getting Echoes of Wisdom with Zelda. That's great. We had Princess Peach Showtime early in the year. That's fantastic. But while it was a fun game and it was cute, it's not a great game. It's going to go in D tier. I mean, I don't mean to be rude. Again, I liked it. I really did. But comparing them, it's a good start. Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. It's a good start. Princess Peach deserves another game, and that's why I bought it and encourage everyone else to buy it so that Nintendo can see that it's financially viable to make Princess Peach games. So yeah, it's D tier. I'm sorry, Princess. Super Mario 128 would be a bad name for 64 too. It would be, shall we say, very literal. Next up is Tears of the Kingdom. All right, I don't think this needs to be labored over. Like, everyone knows where Tears of the Kingdom is gonna go, right? Like, I mean, it's barely better than Pokemon Legends. So, anyways, next up we have Banjo-Kazooie. I'm just kidding. No, that's the best one yet. Jiminy Christmas, Tears of the Kingdom, 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10. Arguably my favorite game. Fantastic, perfect. Was very, very hesitant about the sequel to Breath of the Wild. They blew it out of the park. They did fantastic. Top list. Dang, above Tony. Monster, says Cade's Arcade. Well, sorry, Tony. The Exotic Mango says, happy birthday, LP. How was your first in-person day of classes? It was good. Thank you for asking. The traffic situation was a little bit funky, but the classes themselves were really good. I really enjoyed meeting one of my instructors as well as several other classmates. We did some group projects today, and it was really neat. It was really, really cool. Thank you for asking. Cal, you're up late. What time is it where you live? 9. It's like 9 something. Cal's got that Eastern time zone. All right, Banjo-Kazooie. That's the best Kazooie I got. Okay, it's a work in progress. Anyways, Banjo-Kazooie. Again, nostalgia. Almost a genre-defining experience in the world of 3D platformers, and a very formulative game for all of us born, I don't know, maybe prior to 2005? Maybe even later than that? I don't know. The game came out in 1997, I believe, but it's been a stalwart in the space ever since, and it's got to be up here somewhere. Let's evaluate B. Where does that sit? Hello, LP, here before class. Happy birthday. 3001 MM. Thank you. Good morning. I do appreciate it, dude. 4 people clicked off when you said that, says Cades. I know. No one can handle the truth. The Tears of the Kingdom is C tier. Just kidding. Please stay. I'm kidding. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. My sister accidentally entered in for an animal English class. Her teacher is dressed up as Indiana Jones. That's awesome. My teacher just dressed up like an old white guy. It's amazing. Indiana Jones, which would have been more exciting. Anyways, Banjo-Kazooie, where does that go? I'm starting in B tier. It's better than Mother 1. It's better than Golden Sun. Earthbound, yeah, it's better than Earthbound, better than Golden Sun Lost Age. Mario Wonder is better than Mario Wonder. Yep, it's top of B tier. Is it into A? No. It's not. Let me push this guy down. Top of B tier, though. Top of B tier, for certain. Like I said, almost genre-defying. Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. This is a game series that I need to play more of on the channel. That's another series that I grew up playing a ton of, but I just haven't had the opportunity. Sacred Stones is probably my favorite one in the series, although the most recent one, Fire Emblem Engage, actually really good. Actually really good as well. Anyways, Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, despite it being like $5 million on the resale market, is not the greatest. It's pretty good, but not the greatest. I'll put it C tier. It's above Arceus. It's flirting with that mother, though. We'll say that. Flirting with mother. Not quite there. Mario 64. And talking about genre-defining games here, especially 3D platformers, right? Talking about Banjo-Kazooie. Mario 64 is definitely a kingpin here. And it's got to go somewhere in this region, in the S to A. But where? Never played those games. Is it turn-based, says Cal? It is. It's like a tile-based, turn-based. Think like really, really exotic chess. Except instead of, having whatever, like 7 different types of pieces, like a chess table, chessboard, whatever, that each have their own moves, you just got a bunch of different people. You have an army, and everyone's got their own different stats, and you got to, like, move them on the tiles, and they fight and stuff. It's good. It's really fun. It's really fun. I'll play more Fire Emblem on the channel eventually. Brianna says, my cat is heavy. He's laying against my neck and throat. My God, don't suffocate. Easy there, buddy. Don't kill Brianna. Mario Toy Company, I'm making a Google slide of every Sonic Funko Pop from 2013 to the upcoming ones. Neat. That's super cool. Joseph says, are all the Zelda games going in S tier? I don't know. You'll have to stick around and find out, dude. Maybe. Maybe. I do like chess, kinda. Cades Arcade says, fan of chess. Well, you guys might like Fire Emblem. It's like chess, except not really. You'll see what I mean. Anyways, Mario 64. Better than Kirby in the Forgotten Land. Better than Mario Odyssey. Not as good as Mother 3. Not as good as Mother 3. Nathan, haven't seen you in forever, dude. There was some guy in the chat who was pretending to be you. There was this Mercurius Madness man. He said he was Nathan. I said, I know you're not Nathan. And I definitely wasn't nice to him, okay? So, welcome back. Have you played all these games, says Brianna? Yes, all of these are full series, complete series that I have played through the entirety of on the channel. These are all, some of them, like Tears of the Kingdom, I did 200-something episodes of. The shortest one on the list is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, which I only did, I think, 12 episodes of. But yeah, I played through the entirety of all of these games on the channel. Oh. These are all in channel playlists, says 3001mm. It's true. Mario Toy Company says, I'm just going to say the original 3 pop looks really funny, and I'm excited for the Metal Knuckles and the Cat Pops. I didn't know they're making Funko Cats or Funko Pops for Sonic. That's crazy. Jiminy Christmas. All right, Paper Mario 64. I had a love affair with Blockbuster on account of this one. Never owned it, but I did play through it many times. It was the 3rd Let's Play I ever did, I think. I did Mario 64, The Wind Waker, Super Mario World. Paper Mario 64 was the 4th Let's Play I ever did. And it's a really friggin' good game. Better than Mother, better than Golden Sun, better than Earthbound, better than The Lost Age, better than Mario Wonder, better than Banjo-Kazooie. Yeah, it's top of B tier, for certain. Wowzers, that's a lot of gaming, says Brianna. Well, when you upload a video every single day for over 3 years, sometimes 2 or 3 videos a day for over 3 years, that's just what happens. I've been doing a lot of Let's Playing. Jiminy Christmas. LP's live is worth pausing, Jujutsu Kaisen, says Nathan. Oh, that's so flattering of you, my friend. I appreciate it. Jiminy Christmas. Anime stops for no one. Except for me, apparently. I'm scared for the Mario Galaxy ranking. I think it'll be lower for you. Hey, you might be right. I don't know. We shall see. Mario Toy Company says, my dog Eevee literally is sometimes mostly a gremlin that bites and sometimes really chill. Well, I would love the name. Eevee is a great dog name in general. So if it's mostly or sometimes really chill, that sometimes is good enough. Banjo-Tooie. Now this one, the conversation that is, has to start right up here. It has to start next to Banjo-Kazooie because it's better than Banjo-Kazooie. That is Paper Mario 64, Cal. That is the first Paper Mario. Banjo-Tooie is the sequel to Banjo-Kazooie, and it's better than it. And it's better than Paper Mario. It's better than Kirby. It's better than Mario Odyssey. It's better than Mario 64. Not better than Mother 3. That's where it stops. Boom. That's where it goes. Zelda Majora's Mask. Well, we got to start all the way in S tier for this one. You know how we just kind of worked our way up with Banjo-Tooie? We got to work our way down with Majora's Mask because this game is great. It's not as good as Tears of the Kingdom. It's not. Fan-freaking-tastic, not quite as good. Mario Sunshine? It's better than Sunshine. It stops there. There it is. It's fantastic. I can't stop it. Oh, is it on the Wii? I know I have one on the Wii. Don't know which one, though. The one on the Wii is Super Paper Mario. Paper Mario 64 is on the N64, and it's actually on Nintendo Switch Online on the Nintendo 64 version of it. You should check it out. You should check it out. All right, Mario Galaxy. Cal was worried about this, and he should be. I'm going to start... I don't even know where to start. I'm going to start in D. It's better than Tony Hawk's. It's true. It's better than Princess Peach Showtime. Does it go up to C? If it does go to C, is it better than Arceus? No. Top of D, bottom of C. I like it. Again, remember, I love all of these games. But oh, God, yeah, it's got to go in D. Top of D. It's the best D thus far, so don't bite my head off just yet, people. When I first got this game, and I got it the day it released, it made me throw up. And not in the way that I usually lament over, like, oh, I'm so frustrated, I'm going to throw up. No, it literally gave me motion sickness. That was before I got old and developed motion sickness. It helped set on the motion sickness. The gurgle in my burgle. My tummy juices were rumbling purely because of the running around the planets. Now, I did eventually, obviously, as it's on here, man up and was able to play through the entirety of it as a Let's Play. And it is a great game. I really enjoy it. But it's just not quite as strong, in my opinion, as the other games in this list. It's just not quite. Did you play Galaxy on Switch or Wii? Asked Nathan. I played it on the Switch. Well, I played it on both. Originally, the Wii, when I was a child. And then when I completed it for the channel, I played it on the 3D All-Stars cartridge that had Sunshine and 64 on it as well. Well, her paw is stained a bit with blue paint, says Mario Toy Company. We put her paw print on a rock, so she's becoming a Vaporeon, I guess. Well, that's cute that you made that. I hope that paint's non-toxic. Cal says, yeah, when I watched part of your LP, you mentioned it a lot. It's true. It's a very stuck-in-my-head sort of moment that lives with me forever. I don't know if you saw my happy birthday message. My stream lagged and I'm playing a game with friends, but happy birthday, LP. I hope your first in-person day went well aside from the traffic. I did see it, and let me express even more thanks because I really do appreciate it, Mango. It's very kind of you. It was a good day. I would say an 8 out of 10 type of day, despite the traffic. The day itself was really good. Minish Cap, S tier, please, says Joseph. We shall see. Right now, we have the 1,000-year door. And that explains the reasoning. The Wii version was better format than Switch. Does that explain the reasoning? I hope so. Maybe because I didn't play through the Wii, is what you're saying. When we compare Paper Mario games here, the 1,000-year door is better than 64. And I think it's better than the beats here. It's going to go up into A. It's better than Kirby, better than Mario Odyssey, better than Mario 64, better than Banjo-Tooie. It's better than Mother 3. Is it S tier? Yeah, it's S tier. And it's better than Pikmin 1. It's better than Pikmin 4. Mary Bowberry on Twitch. Happy birthday. Thank you. I will treat myself to like an ice cream cone, I think, after this. It's going to be delicious. And it's going to be filled with nuts and chocolate, just like me. Yeah, it's better than Sunshine. Paper Mario, the 1,000-year door, is a new third-place leader. Sick. 8 out of 10 for a first day is awesome, says the Exotic Mango. It's true. It's true. I had a very, very good time. Yeah, keep it going, says Cade's Arcade. Ranking up, we have Minish Cap. Another Zelda game. The lowest ranking Zelda game is number 2. Zelda's done very well thus far. I don't know if Minish Cap is up there, but you know what? It's going to start next to another Game Boy Advance game. It's going to start next to Golden Sun. It's better than the first Golden Sun. I can say that. Better than Earthbound? I don't know that it's better than Earthbound. It might go right here. Earthbound. Yeah, it sits. That was a good place to start next to Golden Sun. Now, it's interesting too because I'm looking ahead to Golden Sun: The Lost Age, and I'm almost tempted to move it down because I want to say that I like Minish Cap better than The Lost Age, but not better than Earthbound. So now that I'm second guessing myself, Earthbound gets promoted. The Lost Age gets demoted. There we go. These things are just, it's fluid. It's a fluid situation. I have an extra tier on mine, so my perspective might be warped a little bit, says Cal. That's true. You have the GOAT tier, the above S. And maybe if that were the case, I could separate these a little more. I wonder, can I do that on the fly? Yeah, I could. Add a row above. I'll humor you. We'll add a GOAT tier. We'll wait on the GOAT tier for now. Everything's going to stay in the S through D, but we'll see. Some things might shift around. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, GOAT tier. Maybe not. We can't ignore it that long. That's where it belongs. Jiminy Christmas. It's like the best game of all time. I mean, come on. It is the basis behind Zelda as a franchise, as we know it. Okay, so many of the things, not just in Zelda games, but in action, adventure, and RPG games as we know it, would never be the same if Ocarina of Time had never been developed. Now, sure, maybe something else would have been developed to fill that void and act as that inspiration, but you just can't take away from the presence that Ocarina of Time has had and continues to have in its many iterations since, right? We had Ocarina of Time, we had Ocarina of Time Master Quest, we had Ocarina of Time for the 3DS, and now we have it on NSO, and it's going to continue to be remade and re-released and cherished for all of eternity. Can't say enough about it. Great freaking game. Minish Cap is my game, says Bosif. It's a great game. It is. Brianna says, I'm watching on my data. My Wi-Fi stopped working last night, but my landlord says it'll be working again tomorrow. Without my Sarah, I wouldn't be able to watch. Jiminy Christmas. You need to tell your landlord, hey, buddy. Pop him right in the forehead. Give him a little high five to his hairline. You need to turn the Wi-Fi on, because that's unacceptable. Jiminy Christmas. Put Mario RPG in S tier, says Mario Toy Company. Oh, you might be disappointed. You might be disappointed. I'm doing way too much research on Sonic Funko Pop history than I think anyone should. Do tell. Do tell, Mario. Brianna says, yeah, Nathan, I was supposed to have a girls' day at the bar last night, but I couldn't keep the stream off my phone. It's true. Brianna was in chat at the bar. It was admirable. In fact, I told her she needed to like hijack the aux cord or something and put the stream up at the bar, but then she got arrested. So maybe next time. Super Mario World, one of very few Super Nintendo games on here, and it is not older than me. I briefly thought that it would be, but I think it actually came out in 1993, Super Mario World. Or did it come out in 91? It came out in 1990 odd. So an odd year in 1990. So it might be older than me, it might be barely younger. Either which way, it's a really good game. Not quite as good as Mario Wonder as far as like 2D side-scrolling Mario games go. I don't think it's as good as Earthbound either, frankly. Or the Minish Cap. Or the Lost Age. It's better than the original Golden Sun, though. It's going to act as the splitter between the two. There we go. That's why he does them all as VODs. You can rewatch later, but I understand that isn't the fun, says Cade's Arcade. It's true. There's something about the live experience that really just, I don't know, feels different in some capacity. Plus, it's fun, I suppose, to be interacting in chat. Or maybe it's not. What do I know? Anyways, I did not get arrested, says Brianna. Only metaphorically. Perhaps, maybe. I don't know. Okie dokie. Wind Waker. Zelda rejoins the fray. Let's bring it up here next to the other Zeldas. It's not as good as Ocarina of Time. It's not GOAT tier. Not as good as Tears of the Kingdom. Where does it fall with Majora's Mask? Not quite as good as Majora's Mask. That's a tough one. That is a tough one, though. It really is. I love the Great Sea. The Great Sea as a concept, despite it being relatively devoid of life, was just so awe-inspiring the first few times I played it. I would spend hours just roaming around. I knew there was nothing out there. I had the player's guide from Nintendo Power. There's nothing out there except for a smattering of islands. But that didn't stop me. I was going to take the King of Red Lions and find every single pixel of ocean there was to see. And it was a great time for like 10-year-old LP. But I don't know if it was as great as getting the Fierce Deity's mask in The Legend of Zelda, Majora's mask. So I'm going to bump it down. And it stays there. Yeah. I thought about briefly putting Thousand Year Door over it, but the Great Sea is just empty, but delightful. Just like my soul. Anyways, Mario Toy Company says, every time you break a block, you kill a toad. In the Super Mario Brothers manual, it says every brick was an IRL toad turned into one. Jiminy Christmas. Rest in peace, babies. I thought RPG was 96, says Cades Arcade. It very well might be, but not this version of RPG. This version of RPG that I played was 2023. Oh, yes, Zelda is dominating, Cal. Are you surprised? Probably not. Super Paper Mario. Let's find Paper Mario 64. This might surprise some of you. It's better than Mario 64. I never thought I would say that, but it is better than Mario 64, despite me loving the RPG mechanics of 64 infinitely more than the gameplay loop that Super Paper Mario offers. Don't get me wrong, it's still a fun gameplay loop, but it's really the story that sets it apart, right? I mentioned there's only a small handful of games that brought a tear to my eye, talking about Mother 3, so maybe we should compare it against that one. Is it better than Mother 3? I don't know. I don't think it is. Frankly, I don't think it's better than Banjo-Tooie either. Or 64. But it's better than Odyssey. Right there in A tier. Super Paper Mario for the Nintendo Wii. Yeah, I had to double check. It was my birth year from what I always remember, said Cades Arcade. Well, look at that. Birth years are helpful. Brianna says, I haven't even changed out of my work clothes yet. Once I saw the stream was live, I tapped the video and sat down. Jiminy Christmas. Well, get comfy. Get comfy. I encourage comfy. I mean, I'm wearing sweatpants. And the same shirt I wore last night. Is that gross? I don't know. I only wore it for the stream, so I'd like to think the cumulative time is appropriate. And plus, it's not like I get sweaty while streaming. It's just pure fun down here. This is Joseph's villain origin story. Oh no, I've pissed off the Joseph, not the Boseph. He's gonna blow-sif when he explodes with anger. And everyone will run in fear. Exotic Mango says, tell me why my friends convinced me to do into a map of an asylum in Phasmophobia to find a ghost. That's a good question. I don't have the answer. I do not. Well, I'm going to play Super Paper Mario then, says Cal. There you go. Let that be a lesson to you. Mario Toy Company says, every time you collect a one-up mushroom, you collect another Mario. In the Mario 64 manga, it confirms this, and that every time Mario dies, he gets reborn as a one-up mushroom and a human at the same time. That sounds kind of horrifying in a way. Those poor little one-ups are probably running in fear or desperation of some sort, and Mario's just like, that's a life for me. Jiminy Christmas. Happy birthday, says Blue Shoes. Thanks, dude. I love the color blue, and I love shoes. I like your name, and your PFP as well. Red Flip-Flop, says K's Arcade. That's the opposite, my friend. Brianna Reader, I think I figured out where you got your rhyming scheme from. Where is that? Where could you possibly think that? And K's Arcade also says that Super Paper Mario is a divisive game, but I think the story's really good. One of my most liked games. It's true. The departure that Super Paper Mario took from the conventional RPG gameplay loop that Paper Mario 64 and the Thousand Year Door had was a shock, and I refused to play it for the longest time. It came out in 2007, which was 3 years after Thousand Year Door, and I was 15 years old, and I said, no, screw off, I don't want it. At that time, Paper Mario was like one of my favorite franchises, and I was hurt. I felt robbed, deprived of the gameplay loop that is, the original Paper Mario, Timing up the hammer smacks, collecting badges, British Petroleum, like, come on. But once I convinced myself to play Super Paper Mario all of almost 1 year ago, I had a really, really good time with it. A really good time with it. Pre-D for RPG, says Cal. Uh-oh. This place is way too big. This was a mistake, says the Exotic Mango. I wish you luck, my friend. No place is too big if you are also big. So start growing. I believe in you. Banjo-Kazooie, that ugly witch was always rhyming. Everything rhymes in that game, says Brianna. You know what? You're not wrong. I think Gruntilda probably was an influence in my rhyming. Something like that. All right, Super Paper Mario, right up in there. Super Mario RPG. Where's this gonna be? If we compare it to its successor, which you guys probably already know that, but Paper Mario 64 was originally Super Mario RPG 2. It was the sequel. I don't think that Mario RPG is as good as it. And I don't think Mario RPG is as good as Banjo-Kazooie. Frankly, we should go all the way down here to the lowest ranked Super Nintendo game. Is it as good as Mario World? You know, it's tough for me. Because when I think of the Switch version, I want to say yes. And that's the experience I had, so I'm going to stick with that. Is it better than Golden Sun: The Lost Age? No. It sits right there. It sits right there. I was looking through your videos and found a Banjo-Kazooie Let's Play, says Brianna Reader. It's true. It's true. All of these Let's Plays are on there. I have at least a dozen videos on every single game in this list. All 30 of them. That's for certain. I can't cool down, says Boseph is still Joseph. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. Not that much. Maybe just a little. I'm planning to showcase all my Miis on Friday's Smash Brothers tournament, says Mario Toy Company. Love that. Yeah, 2 days. 2 days. We have another group tournament for Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, in case anyone's listening that hasn't participated. I think Nathan is going to participate for the first time, actually. And he might crush us. We'll see. Blue Shoes, I will have to go now. I wish the most bright joy lights shine on your life. Change the world. My final message. Goodbye. That was a very kind message. Thanks, Blue Shoes. I hope the same for you. I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, whatever it is. I appreciate you. What do you think It Takes Two would be, says Cal. See, that's tough. I can't comment on that just yet. I can't do it because I haven't experienced the full game. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. I might say something I regret. But right now, I think It Takes Two would sit around the B to D tier, shall we say. It's like, it's around here somewhere. It might be in this long row of Bs. I don't know. But I also need to evaluate GOAT because Ocarina of Time's up there. And now, are there any in S tier that I'd moved up there? Frankly, I would put Tears of the Kingdom up there as well. In the super special extra tier. Put Minish Cap in GOAT or S, please, 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 says Joseph. Hey, don't get me wrong. It's a great game. And again, I encourage you guys to play this. Here, let me actually... Can I just, like, copy the link, share on Twitter? I don't want to share on Twitter. I don't want... No. I don't use Twitter. Oh, God. What's happening? Share on Twitter, and then let me just copy it. Let me just copy it. Here we go. There. So now I can do this. If you guys want to rank these same exact games, you can. And I encourage you to take a screenshot of your ranking and put it in the Discord so that I can see just how much we disagree. And for this matter, Majora's Mask goes up here too. That's the final ranking. There it is. I can picture the bald fist meme of Arthur, says Nathan. That's exactly right. It's exactly right. And I appreciate it, though. I love it when people are passionate. So good on you, Joseph. You channel that energy, and you don't hold back, friend, because I love it. It's good to feel things. It really is. Any other changes I would make? I don't know. I haven't played many of these games, says Cal, but maybe I'll just do it random. There's 30 games on here, which is actually kind of crazy. That's a lot. Play on average 10 games a year, almost 1 game a month. I guess that makes sense. You could probably do it quicker than that. Captain Moon, genius. Huh? How are you doing, LP? What's up, dude? I'm doing well. I had my first day of in-person classes today, and it went very well. And then now I got to rank all the games that I Let's Played. And that's gone really well as well. I'm almost tempted to... I got to just, like... We got to do this now. We need one more. There's the real tier list. There it is. We have DCBAS GOAT for the most Ocarina of Time game of all time. It's the most Ocarina of Time of all time. Utot. Incomprehensible. the levels of awesome that it is. It's the Ootote. Don't question it. Don't question it. Oh, this is my favorite of your streams, says Cal. Well, thanks, dude. I appreciate that. This was probably the easiest and most simplest stream I've done. Looks like a flag. It does kind of look like a flag. Honestly, the tier list almost looks like number 1 or something, too. Boom shakalaka. All right, so I have pinned that now. That message is pinned. If you want to rank these same games, again, please do. Even if you don't want to rank them, do it anyways. Please do it. Please rank them and take a screenshot of it, because I would love to see it. And even better yet, if you wanted to do it based on like how the Let's Plays are. Honestly, if you want to do like how the Let's Plays are, then this would probably be down here. This would probably be like down here too. This would be down here. This one might be here. This one's up here. This was pretty solid. I'm just going to burn through this real quick as far as how good I think these Let's Plays that I did were of each individual one. This is down here for sure. This one was bad. Arguably the worst. This one was okay. This one might go down here. This one was all right. Yeah, something kind of like that, in my opinion, as far as how good the Let's Plays themselves were. How good of justice I did them. So yeah, there we have it. And Mimi, I don't think mine will be much different for this. Well, look at that. Great minds think alike. Honestly, I don't think my 1,000-Year Door Let's Play was that great either. It's probably down here. Oh god, no, yeah, Wind Waker was awful. My Wind Waker Let's Play was real bad. It's funny, yeah, my first 3 Let's Plays were the worst 3. Amazing, huh? Funny how that works. Almost like you get better with time. The most recent would be way higher if it was LPs. In a way, it kind of just would be the inverse. Yeah, whatever's most recent to oldest. Mini Majora's Mask probably down here too. Oh well, whatever. It doesn't matter. What if you haven't played even close to half the game, says Brianna? Well, like I said, watch all the series. Every single one. Watch them all. If you somehow have that much time. If not, you know, hey, maybe you can guess. That's fine too. Put my name in one of your videos, says Joseph. Your name's in a lot of my videos, dude. Every single one of these VODs that oh, hey, it's Jack again. Every single one of these VODs. I'm talking about Joseph. You're here. Immortalized. That first Super Mario 64 commentary is GOAT tier. Are you being sarcastic? Now I have to bump it down one, because it was actually really bad. I was so anxious. I didn't even know what I was doing. I was like, all right, well, I'm going to play the game and talk like I usually do. And then I got all self-conscious. And I didn't even know how to work the software for recording. I just kind of wung it. I learned as I go. Jiminy Christmas. If I ever get over my anxiety to join the Discord server, I will, says the Exotic Mango. Well, I encourage you. And please just know, you will be welcomed with warm arms. There's no arms in the Discord. You'll be welcomed with a warm keyboard. Although that sounds like slightly aggressive. We're not going to like beat you with a warm keyboard. We're going to type you happy messages and say hi. So, you know, you can trust us. Either which way, don't cause yourself any undue stress or anxiety. It's unnecessary. There should be one more tier of not played, says Nathan. I mean, that's fair too. That's fair too. I could do that. I could put a row below, and I don't want to title it not played on the off chance that people want to rank the Let's Plays. I'll just put like NA, like you don't have a ranking for it. Just no ranking. No ranking, no ranking. Joseph is still Joseph says, I am? Well, you are. Yes. Number one, this little chat thing up above me here has got your messages. And I say your name all the time. Joseph is still Joseph. Jiminy Christmas. All the time indeed. That's not true. Played a couple more, says Cal. Mango, we love everyone that joins. And K's Arcade says, hopping Mango, we're all friendly. Fully serious, like I told you before, it's inspirational. Well, thanks, dude. I'm glad that it's inspirational. There's been a stark improvement, shall I say, between my commentating capabilities, my comfort, I guess I should say, and my ability to work the things between this Let's Play and this one, which was the most recently completed one. So yeah. What's next, Jack? What are we listening to? Final Bowser. Perfect. Well-timed for me to do this. Because yes, it is the end. It was a short stream. Again, I encourage you to do this thing right here. No one can ban me for spamming my own chat. So there you have it. Do that and have a great time. I encourage it because I had a great time here, and it was a great short little birthday stream. So thank you everyone who wished me a happy birthday. Thank you everyone who is here, either in chat, lurking, or watching the VOD. You know that I appreciate you, and I hope you had a good time because that is goal number one, having fun. I had a great time, and I hope you did too. Thanks, Cal, for moderating, and everyone else for being just awesome freaking people. I'll see you guys all again here tomorrow, where hopefully we make some real progress into the original Legend of Zelda. Mods, get LP. Ah! See you later before they get me.